Hi and welcome back to Recaps Annie. Today we will be going through the most hyped anime of 2022 named Chainsaw Man. I am sure all of you must have heard about this anime, so before further ado, let's begin. The story starts with a young boy named Denji waking up in his small hut-like home. He sets out for work with his pet devil named Pachita, which is a dog-looking devil with a chainsaw attached at its front. On the way to his work, Denji recalls how his father had left him in a huge debt, and even after cutting trees and hunting devils he is unable to make ends meet. Denji and Pachita comes across a tomato devil, a devil which resembles a tomato with its round and red shape. With the help of Pachita's chainsaw, Denji manages to kill the devil. This is when an old man named Yakuza arrives. Denji's father owed a huge amount to Yakuza, and this is the reason for Denji to be hunting devils for him, as Yakuza sells the devil's carcass on the black market for a good price. He offers Denji 400,000 yen for killing the devil, but after cutting the debt and bills he is only left with 7,800 yen. This leaves him depressed as he is tired of living a low-quality life. Denji takes Pachita home with him, where he remembers how he saved Pachita from death by letting him drink his blood. They made a deal at this point that in return of Denji's blood, Pachita would help Denji earn a living by hunting devils. It is revealed that Denji's father killed himself out of depression, leaving Denji in a huge debt. In order to pay his father's debt, Denji starts hunting devils at a young age and has been doing it ever since. After talking about old times with his pet devil, Denji goes to sleep. He wakes up to coughing blood, but before he could make something of it, Yakuza calls him to help with killing a devil once more. Denji is led to a dark warehouse by Yakuza, and it is revealed that Yakuza had made a deal with a demon devil to let him kill Denji in return of demonic powers. The devil takes over Yakuza, turning him into a zombie. He orders his army of zombies to tear apart Denji's flesh and throw him away. Denji and Pachita make an attempt to escape, but they fail and end up being cut in pieces by the zombies. Blood drips down his dead body and reaches Pachita's mouth. At drinking his blood, Pachita comes back to life and remembers how Denji asked him to take over his body in case he dies. Pachita does as he was told and blends into Denji's dead body, reviving him. This not only revives Denji, but also transforms him into a strong human chainsaw devil hybrid. After a gruesome battle, Denji manages to kill all the zombies and demon devil. Just after he finishes killing them, a beautiful pink-haired woman by the name of Makima arrives at the warehouse. She reveals herself to be a devil hunter which works for public safety, an organization made up of devil hunters which is responsible to protect the civilians from the devils. She offers Denji to serve her in return of a good lifestyle. Accepting his offer, they both leave together. On their way, they stop at a resting area where Denji develops feelings for her. He is love-struck when Makima flirts with him while feeding him. Makima takes him to their Tokyo headquarters, where he is assigned in a devil hunter team led by Aki Hayakawa, another devil hunter. Denji expresses his wish to work with Makima, to which she agrees if Denji does a good job while working in Aki's team. On their way, Denji shows Aki that he is interested in being Makima's boyfriend, and the two end up having a brawl in an alleyway. Aki asks him to resign as he lacks the motivation and is only doing the job to get closer to Makima, but Denji fights back and tells him that he is finally living his dream life and that he cannot give it up. Back at the headquarters, Makima announces to Denji that he is bound to work with them until he dies, as she cannot let a devil roam around freely. Once they leave the headquarters, Aki takes Denji to his home so that he can live with him and keep a close eye on him. Later, both of them are called on a crime scene where Aki asks Denji to demonstrate his skills and kill the Fiend, a human which is taken over by a devil. Denji manages to get rid of the Fiend without turning into a devil, and all that he can think about while doing it is how he can get closer to Makima, as it is his dream to have a girlfriend. When they report back to the headquarters, Makima assigns a new partner with Denji for patrolling around the city to hunt for devils. The new partner is revealed to be a blood devil who has taken over a human girl's body named Power. At first, Denji is frustrated by being assigned with yet another new partner other than Makima, but after finding out that his new partner is a female, he seems to have accepted her gladly. After a long search, Power senses the smell of blood and rushes towards it, leading her to a devil called Sea Cucumber Devil. She jumps off a high-rise building and lands a powerful slam onto the devil and killing it. It turns out that this devil was meant to be killed by the civilian devil hunters, and both Power and Denji just committed a crime by killing it. Makima manages to save them from getting arrested, and she asks them to work better together if they do not want to end up dying. This leaves Denji and Power talking later at a store. Power shares to Denji that she had a cat which is taken hostage by a devil, and she would do anything if someone manages to save her cat. Without skipping a beat, Denji offers to kill the devil and rescue her cat if she lets him play with her busty chest. Power agrees, and they both set off to kill the devil. Upon reaching the devil's house, Power reveals that she tricked Denji into coming with her, and her actual plan was to feed him to the devil to rescue her cat, as she had made a deal with him. She knocks him unconscious and drags him to the devil. The bad devil had lost an arm to the devil hunters already in the past. He tries to eat Denji but throws him once he tastes his devil-mixed blood. The blood he drank from Denji grows back his arm, and he decides to eat some real humans this time. Before he could leave, Power asks him to release her cat as promised, but instead the bat eats it, claiming that it is her punishment for bringing a distasteful meal for him. As Power stands there in a shock, he grabs her and swallows her as well. This leads to Denji finally transforming into the Chainsaw Devil, and after an intense battle he manages to kill the bat by slicing open his stomach and rescuing Power and her cat. As a token of apology for tricking him earlier, Power allows him to touch her breasts, but before Denji could move he is attacked by the Leech Devil, who claims to be the girlfriend of the bad devil Denji just killed. When he tries to transform into the Chainsaw Man, Denji is stuck with a half-turned devil form as he is low on blood. Meanwhile, Power is also unable to move. This gives an upper hand to the Leech Devil, and she manages to cut off Denji's arm, but he does not give up and fights back. After an intense battle, the Leech Devil manages to defeat Denji, but before she could eat him, the public safety arrives. Aki orders his devil to kill the Leech Devil, saving Denji. Later he is taken to the hospital where they reattach his arm to him. Upon investigating, Aki reaches to the conclusion that Denji was tricked by Power, but Denji denies to accept that and tries to cover for Power. Regardless of his hate towards devils, Aki seems to be appreciating Denji's work as he saved several civilians during his battle with the bat. Aki heads back to the headquarters where he reports the whole incident to Makima, commending Power and Denji's work. Makima notices that Aki is finally being acceptful towards Denji. The next morning, on the orders of Makima, Power moves into Aki's home. When Aki asks Makima about why she is sending her to his place, Makima simply answers that she trusts him the most and that he could train them both well together. Aki blushes as he accepts the orders and puts down the phone. Power seems to be totally unaware of the humane way of living life, and Aki and Denji both try to teach her how to eat and maintain a good hygiene. Later that evening, while Denji is cleaning after Power's mess in the toilet, she walks in the toilet, closing the door and being really close to Denji. She announces to Denji that in return for his help to her, she will let him squeeze her breasts 3 times. This excites Denji as his dream of playing with a girl's chest is finally about to come true. The series ends with Power sitting on the toilet seat. Like every other anime fan, we look forward to the next episodes of this amazing series. This is the end for now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for such amazing content in the future.